Just in Gosford today, first project of the day. I haven't really done too much filming on this one because it was covered in scaffold, and it's a bit like the Castillo project, which is just up over that bend, over the top of the hill there. This one's gone up pretty quick. Has a crane on side obviously, but yeah, scaffolding's all come down, doesn't look too bad. Got basement parking. But for a while there, you couldn't really see too much. I think I've done some footage of this site, but I don't know how much. I haven't done too much. Sometimes these little sites I don't bother with filming. I just do the big major ones. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll move on to the next job. Probably the best view of the Castillo project I'm going to get. As you get a bit closer to it, all you can really see is just the scaffolding. And in the distance is the Central Coast Quarter site, which has had its scaffolding coming down on part of it. Just zoom out a bit. Zoom back into the Castillo project. This one's been a bit slow. It's already topped out. I'm surprised I haven't started taking scaffolding down. It's been really, really slow. Even when they started it back up. Archibald is in the background. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty high up here where I am. There's another site there that's going to be demolished soon. I don't know what's going on there, but there is a board there. Some more units. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next job. This is a site in Holden Street. Well, I'm actually in Hargraves Street, but this is the back of the site. The best vantage point. It's hard to say whether it's getting close because you can still see inside that there's no internal linings. So they're obviously just gonna have to finish that off. Not much to really see. Not much has changed from last time. The only difference is they've done some work at the back of the street here. Like yeah, pulled the guardrail out and put some fill in and compacted it. I don't know whether it's council that's doing it or whether it's the developer here. But yeah, I'd say it's just to finish it off. There's the post there for the guardrail actually. I'll pan around. So this site's got to be developed at some point soon. There's still a crane on the site. This is the abandoned crane on the abandoned site. I'll just pan back around. So there is action happening on site today. It's just that it's all obviously internal. Doesn't look, I don't know. They're going to have to come fix the paint on the outside in a few spots. It doesn't look too crash hot. The flashings look pretty ordinary just there. Like, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Don't want to say too much about it. I don't mind the colour scheme though. It looks pretty nice. Well, I'm going to move on to the next job. Next site, Central Coast Health Hub site. Not much you can see. All you can see, there's just a big excavation basement hole. Looks like both excavators are working together to empty the spoil out of the hole. I don't know how deep it is, but it has got a bit of depth to it. Possibly 2 stories deep. Might be 3 actually. Well, I'm going to move on to the next one. Not much to see here. This is just the best vantage point for the uni building, the University of Newcastle Gosford campus. All the exterior's pretty much done. Probably lifting some aircon stuff and that onto the roof. Bit of footpath works and groundworks. It's actually not looking too bad. I like how they've done the wavy glass, and you can kind of see through the glass the laminated timber structure. Would be nice if it was like a bit taller though, and it would have been nice if that other part was a kind of wavy glass as well. But it is what it is. No, that would have looked good if it was like, maybe, I don't know, imagine if it was 20 stories tall. That'd look pretty good. Well, I'm going to move on to the next job. I'm just on Hill Street. This is just a demo site. So a future development site. These places were abandoned for quite a while. One of them was actually burnt out as well, so it's about time that they actually have done something with this site. So it's all demoed, and just doing a bit of tree work as well. Chopped out all the trees. So this will be probably an exciting project that I might film if it's units or something. Well, I'll move on to the next job. The Viewmer site in Gosford. This is probably the best vantage point. I can't be bothered going on top of the Imperial Centre car park. It's going to just show me the same kind of view. Still got a bit of scaffolding up, but most of it's has been as the scaffolding has come down. Tower 2 at the back there has like a bit of a blank wall. Maybe that's to allow for another building to butt up to it or go close to it. There's still a crane on site, obviously. I might try and get some footage from the front. I might, yeah, I'll see how I go. I might just, yeah, I'll get some more footage. Here's just some footage from a different angle. Still a bit of scaffolding on the front, but they still have the decks hanging out for putting supplies on. There's another, still got a hoist on. I don't know if both buildings have a hoist. I'm assuming that they do. Well, I'm going to move on to the next job. This is just another little project that I haven't done much footage of. It's the Gosford Central Coast Library. It looks actually nice. Yeah, I didn't do too much footage because it's a bit hard. Some of the high traffic areas for pedestrians, it's a bit hard to be filming and stuff without getting too many people in it. But no, it looks really good. It's pretty close to being finished actually. Mainly just a bit of groundworks at street level. So I'll see how, I don't know how long it's going to be, but it won't be too far off. I'll move on to the next job. Another site that's started up recently. It's been a long time coming, the Grand Gosford. That corner building on the corner actually is going to stay. The what is it? I think it used to be a funeral parlour. We've got some bulk excavations happening. This is a bastard to film this one because every time I film there's buses. There's a bus just there again. So yeah, another, hang on, just wait. So yeah, another bus, fuck. Well, I'm going to wrap this one up, do a pan around. I'll move on to the next job. Angle of the Grand project. This is a bit of a better shot. Got a few excavators just mainly doing some bulk earthworks. Well, I'm going to move on to the next job. This is just the Central Coast Quarter site. So scaffolding has started to come down. So I'll get two angles of this one. I'll get one from down the front because it's a bit easier to see. with the scaffolding down. Have another look. A bit hard to film here because it stinks, eh? I reckon people just come here and piss. It smells like piss. I'll just pan around. I just wonder when stage 2 is going to start. It can't be too far off. So that's where stage 2 is. I don't know whether there's 2 and 3 stages or whether it's a stage 2. But there's still a fair bit of land left. It's pretty good once it's done. Anyway, I'll get some footage from a different angle. So I think I've got another couple of projects to do and then that'll be it. So just an update, this was going to be the last updates actually, because I used my e-bike to get around and they were going to ban them on trains, but it's kind of gone a bit quiet, so I don't know if they're going to do it or not. The other option was to try and get a medical exemption so I can use mine, because I use it as kind of a mobility device to get around a bit easier. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to walk these, I'd be in too much pain. My back wouldn't let me do all the walking that I do on an e-bike, so I kind of cheat a little bit. So yeah, so I'll get another angle. I'll do another, yeah, so I've got another, and then after this I've got 2 more projects and then that'll wrap this video up. This is the front view of Central Coast Quarter. It actually doesn't look too bad now that they started to bring the scaffolding down. You pan around, you got the Archibald twins there. They're pretty close to being done. Yeah, so any month now, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I'll get some footage over a bit closer of that and get back to this one. Yeah, they don't look too bad. The podium, even the podium looks nice. The just the way that they've done the podium and stuff, the colours and even the posts on the bottom level, like a funnel shape, they're pretty cool. Well, I'm going to move on to the next job. This is just a little project that on Shortland Street that's been in the works for a while. Crane's come down now. I haven't done a lot of footage on this one. I did a lot in the early days when they were doing the basement dig and stuff. This is the site that had the excavator that was bogged. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a long process, this project. I think it started in 2023. It did stall for a bit. I don't like the look of the Besser bricks on the top parapet there. It looks a bit ugly. I thought they might have bag rendered them or painted them up, but obviously they're not going to. Scaffolding's already down, so they can't do too much with it now anyway. It's pretty close to being complete. Well, I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to do the Archibald and then that's it. Bit of the podium, main entrance. Have a look up. So this is the tallest building in Gosford actually. It's still got a little bit of protective scaffolding there, or edge protection. Getting pretty close. I'll move spots. So here's the street level on the front. Brickwork looks nice. There are the 2 main entrances. Like the curvatures in the roof as well. Well, I'm going to wrap this video up here, guys. I'm going to try and do some more updates. But see how the state government goes with their ban on e-bikes and that on trains. I haven't heard any more info on it, but yeah, I'm hoping they don't go ahead with it. If not, I'll have to find a way to get some. I might be able to get a medical exemption or something. So I'll see how I go. So I should have this uploaded pretty quick, hopefully. All this stuff. Anyway, that's it for now. Might see you again, might not.